Hi, welcome to Gin Fun at Wine Mastery. So in this particular episode, we are going to taste a new gin. I've never tasted this before. It is a Castle Hill gin, and it's a Lady Grey gin. So basically, Lady Grey is a tea, rather like Earl Grey, but it's got a few other, I think it's got lemons and oranges sort of added within the taste. And Tom Clark of Castle Hill Gin has developed this rather unique gin that we're just about to try. So should we give it a go?
Let's do it.
So this is neat. 1 cube of ice. Tea.
It's just...
Earl Grey tea, Lady Grey tea. It's just like if you had a teapot and it's just been standing there a while, it's not particularly hot, and you can just put your nose over it and you get that scent.
It is.
Yeah, it is like tea.
That is like magic.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine this being a hit with the ladies that didn't want to be seen to be drinking alcohol because their breath would smell of tea.
Of tea, just tea.
Tea.
Like, yeah.
Just have a tea, darling.
Quite. Sometimes when you have flavoured stuff and they don't hit the mark. This one.
It is what it says on the label, what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, on the nose, anyway.
When I was a very young man and I first started working at Chervik's, we used to sell tins of loose tea, and I always remember this. The Earl Grey used to stand up because it was fairly unique. And this just takes me back to being a 16-year-old boy weighing out some loose tea, and it's nice. I like it.
Yeah, because Queen Victoria was around then, yes.
Was she?
When you were 16?
Yeah, very funny. I'm still 27, John. I'm going to be 27 for a while, yeah. Right, let's have a go. I'm eager.
Yeah. Well, you just tell that is a blend of gin and tea just together. And sometimes when you taste these the flavoured, special gins, you get one taste and then you get the other, but this actually just hits the palate for me spot on, both tastes at once. Gin, tea, boom, boom.
I'll give you that. I can't stop tasting it.
No,
because it's unusual.
And we've previously tasted Castle Hill London Dry, and that's much smoother than this. And that's not saying this is in a bad way. This is just that bit more zing to it, which some people will actually prefer, I guess, than the smoothness. More refreshing in that way.
It has for me the dryness which you expect from a black cup of tea as well. You get the tannins from the tea, but it even has that. So it's really playing with my mind. Is that? Because as you will know, I'm a bit of a purist. I like my gin to taste like gin, but that's a curious little thing.
It is, and I think that for me the taste is better than the smell, because when I'm smelling it, I'm thinking, my brain's getting a little bit confused, thinking, well, I don't really fancy a cup of tea at the moment. But then when I taste it, I think, well, yeah, that's
got something. I in my mind, I can't tell. I mean, I like it. Would I drink it? I just don't know.
I think it's something you're either going to like the taste of or you're not. Certainly, if you like tea, and I do, there is nothing. I'm sure you will be delighted with this. And again, the taste isn't too. There's a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's no way sickly. In no way sickly. Sorry. And it's got a degree of length there, hasn't it? I mean, the taste carries on.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not giving it a chance because it's playing my mind a little bit, and I'm having a taste and thinking, is it?
Is that what I'm tasting?
So I'll definitely say an interesting bit of gin.
Very interesting bit of gin. I mean, it's very worth trying. I mean, one of the other great things that with Castle Gin is that they do these little bottles, don't they, John? So,
oh yes, that's very handy. Little 20cl bottles, because you don't. If you don't know what the gin tastes like, you might not want to fork out 40 quid for a bottle of gin. So these little 20cls, between 12 and 15 off the top of my head, but they're a nice little. They make a nice little present, or if you just want to have a little sample yourself, you can do that. It works for that purpose as well.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So should we try it with some tonic?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Voila! So tonic added.
Yes, tonic added. I should say. It's getting a bit excitable then, John.
So that was sniff, Robert.
Yeah.
Tea. Wow, it's even strong. Is it stronger?
Yeah,
Is it
don't know.
stronger to you? It's like
don't
cold
know.
tea now,
Yeah.
rather than sort of a hot teapot.
Yeah.
It's like cold tea.
This is.
And it reminds me a little bit of, when you're in hot climes and you have that cold, they do iced tea. It reminds me of that.
I think there's a little bit more citrus coming through on that one for me. Just a little. Yeah. Whether that's the tonic or that, I don't know.
Maybe. Or it may have just enabled it to...
Yeah, it's brought it out.
To blossom. Blossom.
It's lovely. Let's have a go.
Okay. Wow.
Mm.
Now, I've got that same thing actually. Tea to begin with, then the gin kicks in, and then aftertaste, I've got actually a combination then. Combination of the two.
Mm.
And it does remind me of an iced tea. An iced tea with a kick.
Yeah, it's definitely, for me now with the tonic in it, it's actually more tea, if you know what I mean.
The tea rather than the gin. So you're saying that the tea flavour has now overwhelmed the gin for you?
For me, yes. It almost tastes, again, like it's sweetened up on the finish. So it'd be like a sweetened iced tea.
Yeah. Although quite a lot of iced teas are sweetened. They do have sugar to them, don't they?
Mm. Now I'm going to be honest and say this is, with the tonic, I don't quite like it as much as I did when it was neat. When it was neat, I was finding it interesting and intricate. But the sweetness that's staying there, I'm not particularly liking that.
So can I ask you a question? Do you like iced tea?
No.
Ah, but there,
no.
I think.
No, I'm not a massive fan at all. so that is a good point.
Yeah. But I mean, if you do like iced tea,
I bet if you like iced tea, that'd be...
You'll be... Mm. I mean, not, if you don't particularly like iced tea, I think a lot of people will still enjoy this. It is a very unique flavour. I mean, I think the thing that has to be commended for it is so different from so many gins. There are a lot of fruit gins out there, obviously dry London gin, but a lot of fruit gins. This is very, very different. Yep. And it's not trying to sort of be too complicated in terms of, well, I guess the Lady Grey is the complicated bit because there are lots of different things in the Lady Grey tea, but it does represent that brilliantly. And it's not trying to sort of mask it with anything else.
No. It's still a very, very interesting gin, is that. Just for the experience, treat yourself to a 20cl bottle. Just have a go at that, because I think some people are really, really going to love that.
I mean, I think it'd be an absolutely excellent drink to give the mum-in-law at Christmas. Give her a few of those when she doesn't actually know, and just tell you give her the tea, and she could fall asleep in the corner.
Yeah. Because there is no the alcohol burn that we talk about. That I know we've had a tonic, but it's just not there. There's nothing.
No, nose-wise or taste-wise, and it's very refreshing again. The mouth is very clean after it. Mm. The tannins you get with tea. I mean, you can taste them if that makes sense, but it doesn't leave that dryness in your mouth.
It's just playing with my mind. Playing with my mind is this gin. I keep thinking to myself, that's brilliant how that works with that and how that works with that. But then I'm thinking, but I don't really like iced tea, so it's I'm conflicted.
So he's not letting you get past that. So you're thinking, well, maybe I do enjoy this, and then you're thinking, I don't like iced tea. How can I enjoy this?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So yes,
I like it. I mean, that is an interest. I think if I wanted something that's different, a different taste, I would turn to this. It's very nice, and I enjoy it very much.
Well worth a try.
Yeah, well done, man. Well done to Tom.
Chin
Tom. Of course, I think we've said it is available from Shervick's.
Yeah, we have this as well. Yep.
Okay, so it's well worth a try if you want to. If you're a little bit of a gin aficionado and you like to taste different gins. And as John said, 20 cents, if you don't want to buy a bottle and take the risk, this is very, very much worth taking a chance. And who knows, after buying the sampler, you may well wish that you'd bought the larger bottle because you love it so much. Mm. Mm. Okay, well, thank you very much indeed. Is there anything else you'd like to comment on this? You're still tasting it, John.
I'm still fighting in my mind. because I know I want to like it, but if you like iced tea, I would highly recommend giving that a go, because I think you'll find it very, very interesting. I mean, that would be a perfect summer drink for you as well. If you're into the iced tea, just have a nice G&T.
Well done.
I've had a couple of gins now. It's
Excellent. Well, fantastic. Well done, Tom, and please give it a try. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give us the old thumbs up. We look forward to seeing you in one of our next videos, be it a wine video or another gin video. Until then, we wish you a very, very happy time, and chin chin!
chin chin!